Welcome to the April Superintendent Report of this month. I'm Clover Gandy here with Dr. Ryder Warren. So how was spring break? How have you been?
Spring break, Clover, that was
That
like
was a
100
lot.
years ago, wasn't it?
I'm still reminiscing on that.
Oh my
Spring break was
gosh.
so good.
It's crazy that we're already in April.
Yeah,
It
there's
really
only
is.
like a month and a half left.
Yeah, as I get older, the
Oh my
school year
goodness.
goes faster and faster.
Me too.
Clover, we had a great spring break. We really didn't do anything. We flopped, and we haven't done that in a while. And
Yeah.
so we, all of our three kids. We have one kid who's working. We have two kids who are in college, but we got to see all three of them during spring break. So
Yes.
so Mama was very happy with that, and so we had a great time. How about you? What'd y'all do?
Well, I went to Austin for a little bit, and what did I do? Oh, I applied for jobs and stuff. I'm still looking for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
You had a productive spring break where I did
Yes, sir.
nothing. Good job. Really good
It's
job.
fun to do nothing
Yep.
sometimes.
First of all, Clover,
Yes.
you know how much I griped last time about the couch.
Yes.
You got us chairs.
Yes, and I do like the chairs.
Great
You're right.
job.
I miss the pillows, but I like the chairs.
No, I don't miss pillows. I love our chairs. This looks good. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. So moving on, so the legislative session, they've been back and forth like with the state, right?
Clover, I was actually in Austin
Oh, wow.
for a couple of days last week. I will probably spend a couple of days either next week or the week
Okay.
after. Very interesting things, very important things are going
Okay.
on in Austin right now. And you and I have talked about that all spring and probably a
Yeah,
little
all
bit
the
this
goals,
last
yes.
fall. A very, very important thing actually happened yesterday.
Okay.
There's going to be a total revamp of the state school finance system.
Okay.
You've heard me gripe a long time about this finance system.
Yes.
And so the state is going through the process now of creating a new way it funds public education in Texas. And the issue, and again, you and I have talked about this, the state pays so little into the system, and the system relies on personal property owners, people who own their homes, people who own property, land, whatever, businesses. Those folks are the ones who truly pay for public education in Texas, and so the legislature is trying to find an answer to that. Yesterday, House Bill 3. So there's two sides of the legislature. There's the Senate and the House side. Every bill that comes out of the Senate is called Senate bill, SB, whatever, and then the House is HB. Okay, so HB 3, House Bill 3 is the school finance bill, and they voted it out of the House side of the legislature yesterday. And it was like a vote of 140 something to 1. Only one state representative voted against it, and it would actually improve our financial situation greatly. For Northwest ISD. And you've also heard me talk a lot about we actually have to pay money to the state. It's called recapture. We are a Robin Hood district. In the eyes of the state, we are a property wealthy district, which means money, our tax dollars are taken away from us to send to other school districts, which I don't like that.
Yeah.
I want those other districts to get the money. I just don't want it to be our students' money. And so this bill would actually zero out that payment. And the thing is, Clover, we're supposed to pay almost $24 million to the state next year.
Goodness.
So that it would do a really good thing. So we need to pay attention as it goes through. The Senate bill will come up with their own plan. The House, and they'll come together to find the ultimate plan. So what I'm doing with students, what I'm doing with teachers, staff, and our parents out there is really telling them to stay up on these issues. In fact, this week I'm going to be sending a letter home to all homes in NISD, kind of giving them a legislative update. And we really need to pay attention to what's going on to make sure that those folks represent us well.
So I know there's open spots on the school legislative board, or the school board,
For our school board,
sorry.
So, we have, we were talking about state legislature, and that's very important, but one of the most important things that we do, we have a local leadership group called our school board, our board of trustees. They are most important to our school district because they are the leaders of our district, and we have 6 locally elected members who are on the board right now. They do a phenomenal job. The board is comprised of 7 members, so we have 1 vacancy. Josh Wright, who is actually a graduate of Northwest High School way back when, he actually resigned from the board about a couple of months ago. He is working in Austin now at the state legislature. He's working for one of the House of Representatives, so that's really good for us, for Josh to be there, and he's doing a great job. But we will have a vacancy on the board. And so Clover, and I'm very specifically talking a lot about to students about that. You probably can't vote yet. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 16.
Okay, so you can't vote yet, but we do have some students who are of voting age. So if we've registered to vote, they'll actually be able to vote in our school board election. I hope we have some students do
Yes,
that. That'll
yeah.
be cool. But on Tuesday, April 16th, here at Northwest High School in the library, I believe 6:30 p.m., our PTA council, our district-wide council, is putting on a candidate forum. And that's hopefully all 4 candidates will come. We got 4 individuals from the district who live in the district or running. And they're just going to be asked questions, talking about their vision of the district, what they want from the district, and just talking about themselves and introducing themselves to everybody. So that's going to be a really good way to come out and meet the candidates who are going to be voted on. And then the very next week we roll into early voting. Early voting starts April the 22nd and runs through the 30th. And then of course election day is May 4th. So this is a very important decision for the district. The school board, it sets the tone. They are the leaders, they set the culture, and like I said, we have a phenomenal board, and we're very much looking forward to that 7th member so we can be a complete,
Yes.
Team of 8 again. So I'm going to look forward to seeing who gets on there and start working with them just to make our district even better.
Yes, definitely. So can you run by those dates one more time?
Well, okay.
The early voting.
The early vote, well, the first thing is April 16th.
Yes, okay. April
Candidate
16th.
forum.
Okay.
That's very important, and especially for students, if they want to participate in the election.
Yes, definitely.
Even if they don't want to participate in the election, if they can't,
Okay.
they should go and just kind of see what.
And be involved. Okay.
Absolutely. So that's the 16th, 6:30, Northwest High School in the library, and then early voting starts the 22nd, goes through the 30th,
Okay.
and then voting day, the actual day, is
Okay.
on the 4th.
So finally, the results, for the parent surveys are in. Do you have any feedback on that?
Clover, we do this almost every year. Sometimes we do every other year. We do surveying,
Okay.
and surveying tells us how we're doing. So some years we survey parents, some years we survey staff, again, just to get feedback on how we get better, what we need to do to get better. I think we're a very good school district. And you ask about the results of the district from the parents. Well, the parents think we're doing a very good job with our students, and I appreciate that. But and we had on all the categories. We talked about classrooms. What do they think about classroom instruction? We talked about school safety. Do you feel your kids are safe in our schools? We talked about bus services. We talked about the food. We did a lot of these different things that we did. So the survey results came back very, very positive, and so I'm very pleased with that. There are a couple of areas that we know. School safety is always an area that there's never a bar that you reach to say you're safe enough. Never. You always look for ways to improve that. So we're going to take some comments that we got from the survey about that. We got some great ideas from parents about that, and we're going to look at incorporating on that. One of the things I'm most proud of is the survey about our bus services. We had a pretty tough time in the last few years with our bus services. Well, the new company that we got, which is called MV Reliant, that's who does our bus services. And Clover, you probably don't understand this, but of our 24,000 kids, 14,000 kids ride our buses every day, twice a day, to get from home to school and school to home. So that's a majority of our kids who use our buses. That one survey question, it came up about 11 percentage points that parents were more pleased with the bus services than last year. So that was a very positive thing today. So we're in the process. We've got a committee, and we actually are sending the individual campuses, because parents could fill out a district level survey, but they could also comment on their specific campus or campuses that their kids go to. So principals are going through right now, we're going through at the district level right now, and we actually incorporate those into our district improvement plans and campus improvement plans that we'll have for next school year. So we actually use those to make ourselves better.
Definitely.
So I appreciate everybody who do that. And again, that's the whole goal, is to, we're never satisfied with what we do. We think we're doing a pretty good job right now, but we're never satisfied where we are. We want to do better.
Definitely. And parents, if you do want to see the results of the parent survey, go to nisdtx.org/parent survey. This is this month's Superintendent Report. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome so much. It was good to see you again.
A lot of information. Yes,
yes,
definitely.
Ma'am. A lot of things going on. Have a great rest of the school year.
Thank you. And we'll see you back here next month. Thank you for joining us.